Also, fun fact, that last video is not a waterfall, nor is it a natural waterfall. That is a chute and a very dangerous and delicate arch in Moab. An arch is where water over thousands of years carves out a literal like arch in a rock. And this one in particular, I have rappelled just like that guy is rappelling. I've rappelled it twice, but that is the final rappel of a 6 rappel 5-mile excursion. You start early in the morning and you and your crew, you basically load up and you do 6 different rappels, and there's chutes like that where you're rappelling down different arches and different rock faces and cliffs, and you have to follow this windy chute that's essentially 5 miles long, and you start at high ground and then you end up down at the Colorado River, and that's the final spot. And I've done this twice, all on good days, and this is a scary video because that is not a waterfall. What that means is whoever was rappelling in that canyon, at any time there can be like dozens of groups in that canyon waiting on each other to rappel. That chute is always full of people. So sadly, unfortunately, this is really unfortunate and scary because number one, whoever's in that canyon right now is either dead, drowned, or stranded at high ground in a very, very vulnerable spot. And hopefully they don't get, fingers crossed, hopefully they don't get swept away. And second, that part that you see right there is a very, very delicate arch. It has very little to hold it up. And with that much water, that much pressure, and that much flooding, it's weakening the rock. And so where those people are standing, they could get crushed. They're standing in the worst spot. and it's just, total wilderness and nature awareness. And so anyways, I just wanted to share that with you guys. It's a fun little area. It's beautiful. Unfortunately, with flash floods, which unfortunately happen every year in Moab, that's just how everything happens down in southern Utah. It's gonna look different and the landscape will never look the same. So if you go 1 year and you haven't been in years, your photos, save them, because that's a timestamp of what that rock or what that nature will look like in Moab back in that time period, but it's completely different now. There's gonna be massive changes to the infrastructure of that chute. I wonder if they'll even let us do that anymore. So, prayers to all of those who might have been caught in the raging waters. And you know what? It's funny. It's not like they go hiking on a day that's raining. You could be anywhere in the mountains, and if it rains 3 miles away, you are still susceptible to flash floods and flash flood warnings like that. So pretty crazy stuff. I love adventures. I usually only do adventures during peak seasons. Off seasons are a little terrible because you could run into problems like this. So crazy stuff. But enjoy that waterfall, which is not a waterfall, and that's a really cool rappel. Unfortunately, that's a really scary video.